Good afternoon all and welcome to Bar TV's coverage of today's Round 10 Capital Football NPLW game between traditional rivals Canberra Olympic and Canberra FC. It was going to be a sunny O'Connor. The clouds have come over, so we might see some rain later in the second half, maybe in this first half. It's a game littered with some stars in this game. We'll go through the lineup shortly, but firstly, Canberra FC has won 8 straight since falling to Belconnen United on the first day of the season. They're in sensational form last week. They won 3-1 over Gungahlin United. Belconnen United's meeting with the Canberra United Academy being postponed till later in the season means a win today for Canberra FC could see them go equal top on the ladder. Meanwhile, Olympic have gone on something of a bit of a resurgence lately, picking up vital wins in their last 2 matches. It puts them firmly in the top 4 contention. Meg McLaughlin, she kicked 6 goals last week, so we'll be keeping an eye on her in this one. Going through the team lineups, we're looking at Canberra Olympic first. So in goals, we've got Haradimos, Senatore, Bassa Silk, Keating, Emma Gow, Dawson, Field, Meg McLaughlin, as I just mentioned, Hill and Jemison. On the bench, you've got Ryan, Chong and Bailey. For Canberra FC, in goal will be Vasta, and then you've got Churchill, Hagan, McLaughlin, Jones, Gill, Goldstein, Janowski, Galich, Berkeley and Mallinson. On the bench will be Wright, Grover Compson and Brooker. So it should be a fantastic game. We're just a few minutes past the scheduled start time, but should be a good game here. And nice crowd in here at the O'Connor enclosed oval. Of course, home of Canberra Olympic. Players taking their position. It will be Gow to get us underway here. And she gets us underway. Be interesting to see how the sides start this one, whether there is a bit of nerves coming into this game. A chance for the sides here to really put their mark and really be one of those sides looking for top 4 contention, one of the sides that can compete with Belconnen United. Early play here from Canberra FC. It's chopped off nicely there. Early ball looking for Gow. It's cut off well and Grace Gill will be on the ball. She's down there looking for Goldstein, but it'll be Haradimos and she'll take it nicely. Nice ball down. Dealt with well by Churchill. Poor ball out there. Ball in there from Dawson looking for Gow. Churchill manages to get back and take it. Ball paid through from Galich to Gill. Cut off there in midfield. Nice ball here, a chance for Berkeley. No, she leaves it for Genovese, and it's cut off in the end by Jemison, who manages to get downfield, and chance goes begging there for Canberra FC. I thought they had a few numbers, enough to get a shot on goal at least. Field just taken there in a tackle by Berkeley. Comes across now to Keating. Deals with it easily. Not a whole lot of movement up forward for Olympic just yet, so played back to Keating. Just take it on. Ball there, and it's dealt with well in the end by Goldstein. Wins her side a throw as well. And again, it's just chop it off at the back there. That time it was Hill getting in for Olympic. Out to Jemison. Just losing it in midfield at the moment. Both sides, just that last pass going astray at the moment. Genovese couldn't control that one, but they'll get a throw. Good chance here. Played downfield looking for Genovese. She won't get there. Cleared downfield, but only as far as Mallinson. Just working each other out at the moment. Hasn't been a shortage of goals from either side so far this year, but good chance here from McLaughlin. She beats the first one. Chance to whip it into the box. Can't quite find the last result. Wins aside a corner though. Chance here for Olympic. It's an early ball in, dealt with well by Gallant. Clear down. Could be coming back as quickly as it went out there. Ball back here to Keating. Keen to get higher up the pitch. Plays a nice ball to McLaughlin. Can't control it on that occasion. Counter-attack possible here for Canberra FC. Just goes astray. Out here to Goldstein. She has Gill there. Uses her. Plays a nice ball down the field. Berkeley beats one. Chooses to play it back. Well controlled. Churchill back to Gill. Looking downfield, but again it's cut off by Keating at the back there. Basser Silk with it. Plays it wide to McLaughlin. Taking on Mallinson here. Good matchup this one. Both players outstanding there, and McLaughlin wins his side another corner. So it'll be Basser Silk at the corner. Really pressing here our Olympic in the early stages of this one. Plays a bit of a floater in. And at the back there was a chance for Senatore, but just struck it wide. It's one of those inside-out balls that beat everyone, and Senatore was at the back there. She did have a chance, but just couldn't quite get under it. Good early signs for Olympic though. Vasta with the clearance. Keating on the head. Goes back. A bit of a race here between Dawson and Goldstein. And Goldstein wins aside a throw. Churchill with the throw. With some nice touches there from Jones, but she's just dealt with strongly, and a chance here for Olympic on the counter-attack. The pass looking for McLaughlin just goes astray, and it was Mallinson who was able to get on the end of that one. Just a bit stronger at the moment, our Olympic. Nice throw in from Jemison. Was McLaughlin. Already some good battles there with Mallinson. Ball in here. Falls again to Senatore, and that's flashed off Churchill, and it'll be a throw for Olympic. Low players not thinking that took a deflection. Jamison with a chance to throw it in again. Goes short to McLaughlin. Being tightly checked there by Mallinson, and Mallinson wins on that occasion as McLaughlin kicks it out, and it'll be a goal kick for Vasta. You just feel like that's going to be a pivotal battle today. Mallinson and McLaughlin on that left side for Olympic. A driving ball from Vasta on the goal kick. Dealt with well by Hagan. To Jones, back to Gill. Playing a lot deeper than she normally does. It's played long there. Jones with the chance. Poor ball in the end. It's cut off. Gow can get on the end of this. It's not dealt with there by Galich, and Vasta has to come out. Gill forced to get onto it. Cries of a free kick there. None coming. A nice ball from Gill. Played into Goldstein. Turns the inside out. Can have a shot if she wants, and just flashes wide to the right. That's better play from Canberra FC. That's the Canberra FC that's won 8 games in a row. And you can see how quickly they went on that counter-attack. Gill just the nice ball looking for Goldstein, but just lacking that finishing touch there. Keating will take the goal kick there. Met with well was Hagan. Falls to Jones. McLaughlin looking for Gow, but that'll have too much juice on it, and Vasta will just come out and deal with that one easily. Goes long. She's not happy with that one. Bounces over the head of Berkeley. Hill. Bassett Silk. There's a nice touch there. Plays it into field looking for Gow. Again, Vasta doing a lot of early work here. Let's see if second time's the charge with a clearance. It's a nice one. Goldstein and Keating in a nice battle there. Ooh, just fell with the ankle there. Falls to Churchill. Senatore plays Gow. Long one from Senatore. And in the end, just that finishing touch is lacking for Olympic at the moment. Plenty of chances. McLaughlin and Gow, plenty of movement up forward. This one's long from Vasta. Jones can get onto it. Very, very fortunate there. It was Harademos who came off her line. Keating just beaten for pace against Jones there, and just flashes it over the bar there. Another chance in midfield for Olympic, but they turn it over. Jones plays it back to Churchill. Looking for Genovese. Falls now to Gow. Lovely ball from Senatore looking for McLaughlin. Just ushered off it by Mallinson. McLaughlin has a shot. Gets the deflection. Puts one in. Bit of a nothing ball in the end, and it's dealt with easily by Berkeley. Bit of end-to-end football at the moment. Falls to Gow. Can't control it. It was cleared there by Hagan, but only as far as a Canberra Olympic player, and Senatore is going to test Vasta, and on the second touch just manages to take it in. Hate to be beaten from distance there. Jones wins the header. It was Dawson winning that battle, but only just before halfway. Churchill with it. Gow on the ball. It's a lovely pass. Chance for Olympic here. Numbers waiting in the box. It's a wonderful challenge there by Churchill. Leading by example so far, the captain for Canberra FC. Been fantastic on that left side in defence. Ball from Vasta. Jones again. Dominant in the air. Was won there by Bassa Silk. Churchill just cries of a handball, and it'll be paid on this occasion. Chance for Senatore to send one in. Sends it front. No one really on the end of it for Olympic, but Dawson has it. Wonderful challenge there from Berkeley. That was powerful. Now Genovese on the counter-attack. Dealt with well, though, by Field. Under a bit of duress now. And just says, let's get the ball out. Good ball in. Just cut off. Back to Genovese. Jones on the head. Hill cleared. Gill can whip one in, looking for Jones. Gets a touch on and nearly a bit of confusion there. Dawson could have so easily put that back into her own net. Ball out here looking for Ryan. Churchill deals with it well. Dawson on the throw. Looks for Gow. Well in there was Goldstein. Gow wins it. Down to Ryan. On that right side. Flashing ball across the face, and there was no one really there, but Mallinson with the error, and McLaughlin nearly wins a corner for his side, but it'll be a goal kick. Just a bit of a nervy moment there, Mallinson. Missed it with the first attempt. Managed to get the deflection with the second. Vasta gets some good connection looking for Jones. That's been the play of the half so far. Wonderful ball from Hagan. Looking for Goldstein. Nice tackle in from Dawson. Chance for Jones. Takes one touch around another. She probably should have taken the shot with the left. She didn't want to. Goes around Dawson with the nutty. Just a chance gone missing there for Canberra FC. I thought Jones would have taken the shot with the left. And a nice clearance for Olympic. And McLaughlin can now get on a counter-attack of her own, but it was Hagan there with the foot and shuts that one down. End-to-end stuff. Good from Churchill. Bassa Silk can control it. Settle things down. Keating to Gow. A lovely ball there. Looking for Field. Plays McLaughlin in. Offside. We saw the craft there, the quick turn. Long ball again, looking for Jones from Vasta. This time it gets over the back, and Genovese plays a bit of a nothing ball. Good fall here to Berkeley. It does, she can control it. Numbers back though for Olympic. Hagen, back to Gill. Bates one, there's some class there. She takes the shot on and she scores! Bit of something from nothing from Grace Gill. And she opens the scoring here. It's Canberra FC 1, Canberra Olympic 0. Well, that was fantastic. And you can see why she was such a good player for Canberra United. She just took the touch there, backed herself in, and she's put it straight past Harademos for the opening goal. Gal to get us back underway. So it's Olympic who were looking solid in this game, and Jones will flash one. Never really troubled Harademos there, but perhaps a bit of rush of blood after that great goal from Grace Gill. So let's see what Olympic's got up their sleeve. Cleared well to McLaughlin. Field. Just can't get it from Gow, and Gill kicks it straight at Dawson, Senatore, and Berkeley in midfield. It's won well though by Senatore. Out here to Ryan. Now a chance for Field. To Gow. Man, a solid tackle. Senatore wins it in midfield. She had Jamison wide, didn't opt to use her. Gill, beaten off the ball this time. Churchill, lovely there to Berkeley. Sends a ball to Genovese, nearly a bit of a mix-up there, and Harademos deals with it in the end. Sends McLaughlin wide. And a solid challenge there between Jones and Keating. Ball still in though. Genovese and in the end it'll just be played out. A bit of confusion there. Bit of sportsmanship there. I think there may have been a foul miss there from Jones on Keating, so Genovese just opts to play it back, and you always like to see that. Galich there to McLaughlin, out to Churchill. They've done this so well today, just working Olympic just back and forth with their passing. Keating gets ahead of there. Ball in from Churchill, looking for Jones. Lovely back heel there to Goldstein. She's found space on that left side early. Berkeley. In the end, Canberra Olympic can come away with it. McLaughlin sees Field with the nice 1-2. Wins a throw. No, judged to have not come off Mallinson. Bit of a surprise there. She'll take the throw now. Goes for Gill. Cut off well by McLaughlin. Got to start winning those midfield battles to Olympic. Genovese. Plays it back. Looking wide. Dawson cuts it off. Plays Ryan. Just a bit of nothing. Senatore sends it wide. McLaughlin reads it better. First touch. But again, Mallinson's in her back pocket. It's been that way early on in this game, but there is a corner opportunity here. Bassett Silk. She goes short. Gill cuts it off. Again, another poor set piece from Olympic. Senatore back to Silk. Gill right there. Gow. Play Senatore. Gill gets a foot in. Maybe a corner. No. Have another goal kick. That was promising though for Olympic. They got Keating up in the box. Just weren't able to find that last touch that they've been lacking so far in this first half. Vasa looking for Jones. This time she gets beaten by Keating to the header. But again, it's one in midfield by Canberra FC. Jamison and back to Hill, and it's just kicked out. Need to be more creative, Olympic. Mallinson with the throw. Genovese loses it. Keating pushing higher up the field since that goal. It's where you want your better players. Cheeky from Gill there, just allows the quick start. Hill at centre back now. Looking for McLaughlin. Mallinson right there, and she gets the header out. That's fantastic play from the right back. Ball in there from Jamison looking for McLaughlin. Mallinson right there. She's going to have to be creative. She is. Plays a bit of a flat ball though. Just hasn't found any space at the moment. Being suffocated on that side of the field at the moment is Meg McLaughlin. Made it look so easy last week scoring those 6 goals. Again, Keating wins the header. It's back to Jamison. Turns it over though, and there's Goldstein there. Genovese's down there and hope she's okay. She hasn't moved. Possible head clash with Jamison there. I think Jamison's maybe a bit of blood on the forehead, and it's worrying signs when a player doesn't get up after that sort of collision. So we'll just have to wait and see here. You just hope that both players in this instance are okay. You never like when there's a head clash in any sport, and you take as much time to make sure that both players are okay. So both players still getting some treatment. Looks like Jamison might get bandaged up. But I think it could be the end of the day for Genovese. So while we do have a moment here, we'll just recap on that goal from Grace Gill, who opened the scoring. She did get around Jamison early on that edge of the right, and she put it past Harademos and opened the scoring in a bit of unlikely circumstances, considering Olympic were the team that were pressing early on. Really put Olympic on the back foot, but this is the sort of incident that could really, I guess, turn a game on its head, especially given how good Genovese has been in this game. She's in good hands, though, with Gill doubling up as a medical officer here at the ground. And you just hope she's okay, and you hope as well that Jamison's okay. So Jamison's up and about. She's now sporting a lovely headband. It's good to see Genovesi's making it to her feet, but as I said before, I don't think she'll take any further part. It was deeply distressing seeing her go down and not move for quite a period of time, but looks like she'll head to the bench and rug up. Looks like it'll be Evans, the sub, coming on. So a lengthy delay here. Both players look like they're okay, which is good. Will mean there's plenty of extra time in this one. And it will be Evans coming on for Genovesi. Get things back underway shortly. Bit of excitement there from Evans that she actually forgot to put her shin pads in. So she was caught from the field, and that's a nice bit of play there. Nice bit of sportsmanship from Hill, just sending it back. So back underway here. It's 1-0 Canberra FC, courtesy of that Grace Gill goal. Nice from Goldstein. Plays Berkeley. Strong in midfield, can play Jones. Strong, plays it to Hagen. And that time it was McLaughlin getting the challenge in on Mallinson, who was sneaking up on that right side. Field has plenty of space. Deflected there, and McLaughlin just didn't judge it at all. And Mallinson again getting back and winning that ball. Only as far as Dawson, though, that clearance from Vasta. I think that'll be called offside for Goldstein. It is. Just went a touch too early. She was nearly there. Again, we're seeing that left side being opened up by Canberra FC. Hill with it. Plays a long ball. This one's a nice one out to McLaughlin. Mallinson just misjudged it, gave McLaughlin a bit of space. She turns, can't quite deal with it, and Galich with the clearance. Ball's just ended up in the wrong spot there as it was being collected. going to be Jemison sporting that headband now. Plays it to Gow. Can't turn Galich inside out. Again, Dawson getting across from that right back. Plays it to Hill. Looking for Field. McLaughlin. This time she gets on the inside of Galich. Flashes one to the right post and dealt with well there by Vasta. Canberra Olympic really on the attack since that break. Bassett Silk to take the corner. It's a good ball in. Dealt with well though by Jones. Field. Vasta off hands. Not cleared though. McLaughlin played it back to Senatore, and in the end her shot is just too high. Some real nerves there when Vasta wasn't able to control it and just sort of punted it back down to the feet of McLaughlin. You thought she might have taken the chance herself, but unselfishly passed it back to Senatore, and another chance goes begging for Olympic. Vasta with it. Slips over as she kicks it. So a chance now for McLaughlin. Can't quite get around Galich and played out there to the sub in Evans. Tried to get around Jemison. Can't in the end, and it's ushered out. Field. Nice touch. Turned off it and Gill. Senatore. Mallinson and Field in a good contest on that left side. There's one there for Olympic. I thought it would have gone the way of Canberra FC there. Keating getting high up the field now. Plays it to Field. She's got a lovely turn there. Vasta on the second grab. Plays a long ball looking for Goldstein. Dealt with well by Dawson. Berkeley in a good contest there with Ryan. Not a whole lot on for Churchill. Goes long. One there by Canberra FC. Churchill in. Goldstein. Really under pressure there. They look for Jones. Easy there for Senatore. Dealt with well there by Jamison. Play back by McLaughlin to Jamison. Keating. Not a whole lot happening upfield for them. Jamison, not a whole lot. She'll play a long ball. Forces McLaughlin to chase after it, but Mallinson's just been in her back pocket all afternoon so far. Hagan can't find Gill. Will win a throw though. Bit of confusion there. Mallinson tries to play Evans. Cut off. Field. Wonderful ball. A through ball for McLaughlin. First real bit of space she's had, and can only play it as far as Churchill, and chance for Canberra FC to get on the attack. Ball out here looking for Jones. Turns inside. Looking for Evans at the back post, but just overcooks it. Harademos able to pick the ball up. run a full distance and just punt it downfield. It's a bit disjointed at the moment, Canberra Olympic. Jones flashes one. This one from Hagen. Just not enough power on the end of that shot. Harademos only as far as Hagen. Senatore. No one on the end of that one. Just need something to go their way at the moment, Olympic. It's Canberra FC at the moment on the attack. Jones header looking for Evans. Can't find her. Jamison will find some space. Shut down very quickly by Evans. Hagen. Nice touch inside on Bassett Silk. Falls there to Hill. Playing back to Harademos. Off the side of her boot. A chance here for Goldstein. Plays it to Gill. Keating just getting back there in the nick of the time. Bassett Silk wins it in midfield to Jamison. Can't play Gow. Gallich well in there. A ball from McLaughlin. Gallich finds Gill. Just opts to chip it in the end, and halfway between a pass and a shot there from Gill. Thought she may have opted to pass it to Goldstein. Just may have overcooked it in the end. But again, you can see how quickly Canberra FC get on their attack. Those balls over the top. That time it was Gallich to Gill. Happened so quickly. Clear down here to Ryan. She's beaten in midfield by Berkeley to Goldstein. Can take it on her left if she wants. Shut down really well there by Hill, and that'll be a corner. FC just look more likely at the moment. So Hagen, she's gone and found the ball. A lot of players setting up at the back post here. We could see a bit of movement. Plays it short to Churchill. Looked for that ball, and Bassett Silk to Berkeley. Gill another chance. Keating with it. Exceptional defence there by Olympic. Just scrambling at the moment. Get the feeling if Keating didn't get anything on that shot from Gill, it was likely to find the back of the net. Just been that sort of afternoon for FC. And from Jamison, Bassett Silk, just a nothing really happening for FC at the moment. Should I say Olympic? Mallinson. Ball in, looking for Gill. Keating well up there, down the field. Plays it down the line. Gallich in front of Gow. Hagen. Jamison and Gill. Dealt with it well was the left back in field. Plays Gow. Now move down to that left wing with McLaughlin going centre. Senatore. Just controlling the football at the moment. Olympic. Now a long ball looking for McLaughlin. Churchill commands it easy down to Berkeley. That pass just goes astray. Put in by Dawson. Cut off though. Gill in midfield against Senatore. Played it wide to Evans. Cut off by Jamison to Gow. Can they counter-attack here? Field looking for McLaughlin, but Shut down too easily. One there by Evans against Jemison. Dealt with well though by Olympic. Will be a corner though. Another chance for FC to extend their lead. It'll be Hagen to take it. Takes her time, perhaps a set piece. Ball in from Hagen, it's a nice one. Beats everyone, and Berkeley was on the end of it and just couldn't put it in the back of the net. Was almost gifted one there, Canberra FC. Just a bit of loose checking at the back, and Berkeley really just needed to get something on it and into the back of the net. Hill opts to take it long. He's looking for McLaughlin. Controls it here. On Gill. Nice ball. Vasta will have to come out. She deals with it well. Only as far as field. McLaughlin. And a chance now, Canberra FC. Gill. That's been the play to Goldstein on this left side. She turns. Keating, who's still with her, and she wins the ball well there, the Olympic captain. It's fantastic from Beck Keating there. But it would be worrying with Goldstein finding so much space on that left side as Dawson clears the ball finally. Only as far as Hagen to Churchill. That's one in midfield. Gow can play quickly. Galich strong. Well in there. Comes out right to Ryan. And ball a bit disappointing though. It's a fantastic challenge there before by Galich on McLaughlin. Really shut down her space. Keating here. Senatore. Gill right with her. She beats her. Turns it, but no one's running. It's a bit stagnant up forward. Canberra Olympic. Perhaps frustrated after really pushing early in that game and conceding the goal to Grace Gill. Played high by Vasta. Jones will get under it. Keating right with her though. Dawson. Keating. Nice ball to Senatore. She can't win it though. And Gill just marshalling them in midfield. That flick from Jones just wide. Played down the hill. Off to Keating. Might try and switch things up by going the outer side. Ball looking for field only as far as Churchill. Senatore beats Gill to the header. Now Berkeley. Evans. Good contest there. Gow coming forward. Berkeley just pushed off it as she was looking to go into the box. Nothing doing. Harademos can clear. I think as far as Hagen. Keating beaten off it in midfield. Gill looking for Evans. Again, too much on that one. Short here to Hill. Nothing up forward for Olympic. It's really, the movement is completely stopped. It's been worked off it, and here we have Goldstein again on that left side. Plays it with her wrong foot. It's not a bad effort, and Harademos did well to get out to that one with Jones charging at her. Field plays Gow wide. Nice touch there. Really turned Mallinson inside out. Gill gets back to help though. Back to field. That's better from Olympic. Senatore. Bassasilk. Just turned over again. Just numbers. And here's that ball from Gill. Looking for Goldstein. Harademos manages to get out. Takes a touch. Hagen. To Goldstein. Takes that touch. Bassasilk gets back well and really cleared well by Hill. Some precious stuff. Nervous moments. Thought Gallich took a touch too many just then. Lucky not to pay for it with McLaughlin breathing down her neck, and cleared well by Canberra FC. Again, falls off Jones. Gives herself a Falcon. Then a bit out of frustration, just lashes that one at the goal. Harademos is taking her time here. Sends it long. Really good header there from Churchill for Jones, and the net was a bit of at her mercy there. Harademos just found herself completely out of position, and Jones just couldn't make her pay there on her left foot. So it'll be Hill to send it long, looking for Ryan. Can only get it as far as halfway. Churchill collects. Finds Berkeley. Played to Goldstein. Dealt with well by Dawson. Well, that'll be half time. It's 1-0 to Canberra FC, courtesy of Grace Gill. It's been a half that's really had it all. There was a collision early. Both girls luckily are okay, but it was an extended period first half. Plenty of chances for both sides, but it is Canberra FC 1, Canberra Olympic 0. So Canberra Olympic with it all to do in this second half. Canberra FC with that 1-0 advantage heading into the break. Grace Gill, the goal scorer, looking to make it 9 in a row and really put the heat on Belconnen United at the top of the ladder. Looking at some possible plays here at the start. It might be a quick play here from Berkeley for Jones to have an early shot, I dare say. We'll have to wait and see. I hope Harademos is ready in the box. Olympic really forming a wall here. I think they know what's coming. Berkeley gets us underway. Jones. And there was that shot. Off target. Dealt with easily by Harademos. Heisman's caught a corner there. I dare say the ball was still in. Harademos' right leg wasn't in play, but it's not like the NRL where if your body's out, the ball's out. So, not sure what the call was there. So, chance here early for Hagen. Big corner in. Beats everyone. Be another corner. Deflected off the rugby post there. Really dealt with well by Hill. Not allowing Jones to get up and meet that ball. So again, Hagen, probably much the same as last time. Just a little bit deeper this time. Jones gets up, takes the deflection, but called for a free kick for a push in the back. So Canberra FC really starting where they left off in that first half, pressing Olympic. Hill takes the goal kick. Looking for Ryan. McLaughlin finally finds some space. Plays it back to Ryan. Should work down that right side, but shut off really well by Churchill. Canberra FC now through Gill. Hagen just with the poor pass, but it's dealt with well by Berkeley. Back to Mallinson. Cut off by Hill. She'll have a chance on the left side, but Mallinson comes back with that second challenge and wins the ball. Gets it out for a throw. See what Olympic can do with it. Could be a long throw from Jamison. Dealt with well by Hagen. Down to Jones. Keating right there. Back to Gill. Bit of pressure. Just feel like Olympic have brought some urgency in the second half. Senatore. Wide to Ryan. She can flash one into the box. Poor touch in the end. Plenty of numbers there. Keating was there. McLaughlin was there. Just the last pass lacking in the end. Vasta just opting to slow things down. Plays the ball looking for Jones. No surprises there. So he'll play it wide to Mallinson. Had Goldstein, but just took a little bit too long. But she wins the ball in the end. Looks for Jones, but cut off by Hill. Ryan. And now Gill with it in midfield. Back to Churchill, her captain. Just a bit of miscommunication there, and Senatore can send it long, looking for McLaughlin on that right side. Has Gow in the box if she wants. Wants to take it on. And a flashing shot by Bassa Silk, and just couldn't quite get under it in the end. Opts to play it quick is Vasta. On to Jones. Senatore in midfield. Ball looking for Gow. Wins it well to Jamison. Melanson right on her tail. Back to Gow. Thought that might have been a free kick. None coming. This is a lovely ball. Looking for Evans. Takes the chip. Just to the left. You just see how quickly Canberra FC can counter when they get the opportunity. Just thought Evans might have rounded the keeper there, but she did opt for the chip. Not a bad option in the end. Just wide. Hill again taking that goal kick. This one's well wide. Play down to Berkeley. Ryan got the touch in there. Just think if Olympic are going to match Canberra FC in this game, they've got to really make the most of their opportunities. They need to probably get behind. Something that Canberra FC has done really well today is find that space on the side. Goldstein in particular. Quasivhan ball. That one goes against Bassa Silk. Chance for either Gill or Jones to get on this ball. It'll be Gill. Danchay, she'll be sizing up the net from here. Gill on it. It's a wonderful ball and she's put it straight in the back of the net. That's 2 for Grace Gill and that's fantastic skill. Really, she's been the player of the game so far and she showed some fantastic skill. Was never ever going to give that one up and she puts it straight high into the right corner of the net. Canberra FC 2, Canberra Olympic 0. Let's see what Canberra Olympic can come back with now. They've just been really shocked from 2 great goals from Grace Gill in this game. Senatore. Plays McLaughlin. Goes herself. Plays it to Gow. Dealt by Melanson. Only as far as McLaughlin. And Hagan plays it long. Jones looking to get on the end of it. Bit of physicality there, nothing wrong with that. And in the end, it's forced Harademos to play it out. But I tell you what, these 2 goals from Grace Gill really have put Canberra FC on the front foot here. I wouldn't be surprised if she could find a third. Ball in, looking for Jones. Back to Gill. She'll size one up here. Only as far as Hill. Quick ball there. No one could find it. Falls down to Grace Field. Now a chance to counter. McLaughlin will look to get on the end of this one. Probably a bit too fast. That's some great skill there from Galich. And Berkeley. Gow. No options there. Senatore in midfield. Bit of pressure from Evans. Now Ryan. Can they get one back here? Bassa Silk. Senatore. Looking to get around Evans. She does well. Plays one into the box, but only as far as Vasta there and dealt with pretty easily in the end. She'll go looking for Jones. Might get it on the bounce. No, Dawson does well. This time Jones gets it. Calls for the handball. I thought it might have been there off Beck Keating, but it wasn't given. Evans now. Fresh legs. Gets past Dawson. Goes to Jones. Field though in midfield. To Senatore. It's really opening up now. Now Ryan. Churchill does well to get there in the defence. Can't get it out though. It'll be a corner. Churchill just with the last foot on that one against Ryan. Really, at 2-0 down, Olympic have to get numbers into the box here. No real other choice. Ryan just taking her time on it, plays a high one in. Keating just flashes that one to the left side of the post. Probably Olympic's best chance in this game. It's just been that sort of game for Olympic. They haven't taken their chances and FC have. We'll have a sub here. It'll be Dawson coming off. It looks like it'll be Bailey coming on. So Keating in midfield on the restart. Free kick there against Mallinson. It's been good all day. What can Jemison conjure up here? Looks downfield. Good ball in. Mallinson just getting in from behind, wins the header. Jones now against Keating. Can play Gill. Wonderful ball there. Looking for Evans. She'll find it on the left side and turns Silk and wins the free kick. Grace Gill cops one for her troubles there. And I wouldn't be surprised if she went looking for a third here. If I was Olympic, I'd be looking to get someone at the back post. Or again, she could find the head of Chantel Jones here. Just taking her time. 3-woman wall. Ball in. Short post dealt with well by Haradimos, and Berkeley just gives away a silly free kick in the end. And I mean, Galich, who gets a yellow for kicking that one away. Probably a bit harsh. Given the circumstances of the game, it's probably fair. So it'll be Hill to collect. Just need something from McLaughlin or Gow at the moment, Olympic. Hill goes looking for McLaughlin, but Galich deals with it easily. Hagan and Senatore in midfield. That's been a good battle. Hagan wins it this time. Wider now for Evans. She can play it in. Takes on Silk, and Silk wins. Doesn't get the free. Then turns it over to Evans. And then pushes her over, and she might get a yellow here. Just a bit of frustration there. Very, very lucky that it wasn't in the box. It was pretty close. I think that play sort of sums up Canberra Olympics' day and their mood at the moment. Just frustration. Plenty of options for Gill here. Might opt to play it on the end of the box for Churchill. No, she'll go long. Jones had a chance to put it in the back of the net. Goldstein. Mallinson. Berkeley turns it. No, it'll be Goldstein. Jones surely offside. Doesn't get to her. Jamison. And in the end, it's Jones with that second effort who manages to get it out of play. So Hill, plenty of time. But it's this ball that's been troublesome all day, and McLaughlin manages to get onto it. Can play field. Berkeley was right there with her. Numbers running forward, and Churchill just high up in the air. McLaughlin, no one wanted it. She does now. Can she beat Hagan? She can't. And Gallant will just send it long and out. Ball to Keating. Plays it back to Hill. So good defensively, Canberra FC. Field on Mallinson. Field wins that battle. Will she put it into the box? She's taken a touch. Plays it back to Gow. Can Ryan get on the end of it? No, Churchill, too good. Does turn her inside out though. Senatore with a chance. And forces Vasta into a good save, and she collects on the second attempt. 2-on-2 here. Jones against Hill. Jones could use her body here. She does. Gets it past Haradimos and just flashes past the right post. That was nearly 3-0. And again, it was nearly something from nothing there. Just a quick goal kick. Jones a little bit too big, too strong for Hill, and Haradimos with a good saving touch there. Hagan just taking her time to get set here. Again, plenty of players well back in the box. Plenty of players forward for Olympic. Jones just gave away the free kick there. Just a little bit too physical. Sometimes it's a good thing. That time it just a little bit too strong. So Hill to get us back underway. Gillen midfield. Don't know whether that was deliberate, playing it to Churchill. Turned over though. Ryan with a nice touch. Gow. Turns it over to Gill. Back to Churchill. Goldstein now on that left side. Plenty of space. Turns Bassett Silk inside out. Jones to Berkeley. Oh, I thought that was a wonderful ball in. Looking for Evans, but she's called offside. Would have been millimetres in that. Keating looking for runners. Plays it there to Bailey. No real movement happening here. And Mallinson beat Gow for a bit. There was nothing really forward. Jones had pushed forward of centre. Senatore. Long ball in, looking for McLaughlin. Out well was Vasta. She'll play a long ball. Might get it off the touch. Nah. Bassett Silk. Senatore, what can they conjure up here? They need to find a goal or two. Definitely two at least. McLaughlin. Again, very stagnant going forward, and Jemison will have to track back here, but forced under pressure, and Haradimos has a touch. Beat Jones, and Keating can get them out of there. To Jamison. Short there to field, and not really a whole lot happening. Berkeley said I didn't get a touch, and Field's probably a bit frustrated. Good ball from Mallinson to Jones. Just been so commanding up front today. Hagan was looking for Evans there and just couldn't find her. Wonderful ball from Haradimos out of the hands there to Jamison. Again, nothing forward. So Hill's forced to run it out. This time plays Senatore, who's moved into a wider spot now. Jones. Cut off by Hill. She was looking for Gill there. Great work there from Goldstein. To Gill. beat Field there. Keating just with her, and he'll read the pass. Now Field has an opportunity. Jones looking to run her down. Can't get there. Wonderful from Galich. And Goldstein will clean it up. Plenty of space now opening up. As players start getting tired. Jones just slows it down. Play it back to McLaughlin. And the deflection, and Vast is able to pick it up. One there by Ryan. Beats Churchill for pace, and Churchill comes back well and gets that ball out. So you really have to wonder now whether Olympic, in a position that they're in 2-0 down, whether they go all out and try and get a point out of this game, or whether you just sit back and a bit of damage control in a way. The goals that have come haven't been all that easy to find for Canberra FC, so perhaps they might be happy sitting on their haunches at the moment. Here it is for Evans. Finds that space. Tracked well by Hill. Evans really well to get around. She beats one, she beats two. She's in the box. Possibly could have played it across for Goldstein, but was entitled to have a shot there after beating two players. And that could have very easily been curtains for Olympic. Hill again taking it. Looking for McLaughlin. One like a glove by Galich. Now Goldstein. Falls to Jones. Nice touch. Takes again. Met with by Hill. Evans looking for Goldstein this time. Goes across the face of the box. Silk there with her. Dealt with well, though, by Ryan in the end, and cleared by Field. Berkeley. Again, it ends up with Jones. She can't quite get it. And Gow takes a touch, and Galich, plenty of time. Plays Evans. Gill. Back to Evans. Really working hard since coming on. No one moving in the box. Tries to play Jones. Senatore there. It'll be cleared by Hill. Nice ball to Gow in the end. And Jamison, again, just nothing forward with McLaughlin, who scored 6 last week, being covered really well. And that time it's Bailey winning it in midfield. Plays it back to Jamison. McLaughlin worn like a glove. That time it gets over Galich. Now a chance for McLaughlin. Wins that ball. Perhaps through a bit of luck. Swivels. Loses it. Could have played Gow. No one really running for her, so she puts it in, and nearly a chance for Ryan on the head. Just a little bit too high. Back for Field. All the way back to Silk, and start again almost. Senatore. Still on. McLaughlin! Oh! She really had a chance there. She was off anyway, but that was possibly the best chance for Olympic. A nice bit of build-up play there, and McLaughlin caught offside. If she had a finish, that would have been a massive disappointment for Olympic. So Vasta now. Long ball down. Dealt with well by Bailey. Only as far as Gill, though. Seen this too often. Mallinson. To track well. Now Field. Back to Senatore. Opting to push numbers forward now. It's a good ball. McLaughlin can get on the end of this one. Thought that may have been handled out of the box there by Vastas. Not paid though, and we'll play it on. Referee was in a prime position there. Here we have field. Had Keating wide, and that time Vasta gets off her line well and takes it cleanly in the hands. Two crucial moments there for Vasta, the keeper for Canberra FC. Well done by Senatore there. Advantage being played through Bassa Silk. Tracked well by Goldstein. Bassa Silk urging it to go ahead, it won't. And Goldstein does really well to win that to Gill. To Jones, back to Goldstein. It's been those three really controlling it today. Nice ball there, looking for Evans. She takes the touch and wins it. Senatore forced to work for it. Now Bassa Silk in some space. Looks to play it. It was Gill there. And Galich will play it out for a corner. I don't think she was opting for that though. What can Olympic do here? They desperately need a goal. Be Ryan to take it. Plays it short to Bassa Silk. Then there to Field. She has a chance. Flashes wide and we'll have another corner. That one taking a touch off Jones. Just got a little bit creative there, which wasn't too bad for Olympic. Vasta hasn't really been troubled in this game though. So it'll be Ryan again to take. Sends it in. Bit of a different ball. It's gone high. Dealt with well by Vasta. Flashing shot there by Bailey. Only across the face, and Gill really just put her foot through this ball and send it forward, and plenty of chances here for Evans on the counter-attack. Berkeley tracking well if Goldstein can spot her, no. Taken well by Hill. Just really well there, but Goldstein wins it back. Plays it inside, a bit of a dangerous ball. Hagen to Berkeley. Really well done there by Field. She'll take it forward. Gow. Plenty of numbers back. McLaughlin, she will be onside this time. Opts to take it with the left and flashes across everything, and that'll go out for a throw for Canberra FC. Got to start taking those chances. Just be stopped here as we have a sub. Big Gao coming off and Chong coming on. So a bit of a roll of the dice there for Olympic. Now to Field. In midfield, Chong will get her first touch here. It's a nice touch, playing McLaughlin. And she'll beat the keeper and put it in the bottom right. What a super sub that was. Chong with her first touch finds McLaughlin, and with her left foot, she finds the bottom right corner, and we have a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's Canberra FC 2, Canberra Olympic 1. It was the first real bit of space that McLaughlin's had all day, and you just saw her at class there, flashed at it with the left foot, and just when you thought Canberra FC were getting a little bit comfortable, well, not so now with the one goal advantage. Jones to Hagen. It's a bit of urgency now about Canberra FC. Melanson to Gill. Plays it across to Churchill. It's a nice ball looking for Berkeley. Silk will get back there. Berkeley did really well there to stop the ball going further downfield, and it'll be a throw, sort of pinning them in that back corner. Ball from Keating. Plays Bailey. Well in there, Churchill. It's be interesting to see how that goal changes the complexion of this game, whether Olympic will really go hunting for that point now, or whether Canberra FC can put this game to bed. Gill now with it. Plays Goldstein. Has a shot. Flashes off the bar. Still in play. There from Jemison to Chong. Has it back to Jemison. In well by Jones. Really up the ante now of Canberra FC. Sensing the desperation from Olympic, and Hill from that throw looks for McLaughlin. Does well, does Galich. Chong will leave it for Jemison. Now gets the ball back. 2 touches have been good. Not on that occasion. Field. Back to Jemison. Plays a high ball. Dealt with well by McLaughlin. Chong. Plays it to McLaughlin. Worn like a glove by Galich. Beats her off it. Puts it in. Ryan can't quite control it, and in the end it's Berkeley clearing that ball. Just starting to cause some trouble is McLaughlin. Bailey, that one wasn't called a handball. All the way back to Hill in midfield. Really pressing up the field now. A nothing ball, and Vassal doing that easily. Take some time off the clock here. And does so. Long ball downfield. Evans and Jamison. Getting in midfield, the captain. To field. Cut off by Hagan. And now Gill. Goldstein, she's found that space on the left side. Can she put the finishing touches? No! Haradimos with a lovely save, but I dare say it was hit straight at her, but she's done well in a difficult situation, one-on-one. Ball now for Hagan. I never really troubled Haradimos, and she deals it and sends it long. Galich, high in the air. Nice from Gill. Keating gets across. Looks for Jones. Still on. Plays Goldstein wide. Could turn Silk if she wants. No, does well there, Silk. Wins the ball. And then cops one for a trouble. Stays down, just getting up slowly. As we play on field with the advantage. Plays Senatore. Nice ball wide, looking for Ryan on Churchill, but just run out of acreage there, and just when you thought they were building, but really some desperation from Olympic at the moment. Canberra FC, of course, clinging to that 2-1 lead, courtesy of 2 goals to Grace Gill. Churchill now plays McLaughlin. Cut off in midfield by Field. He's really controlled that centre of the park lately. Berkeley just runs her off her and kicks it out. Ball here for Senatore to bring back in. It's a good ball in to McLaughlin. Looking to turn on her left. Flashes. Jones does well to get back there. McLaughlin flashes one shot. Gillen. It's almost a team effort in the end. Does well to clear it. And Senatore gets it out on Goldstein. I thought Goldstein was probably unlucky not to win a free kick there, but they'll get the throw. Brought back in. Won well by Goldstein on Senatore, and just go back again. Senatore wins it back to Bassett Silk. Now Hill plays Keating. Now the ball in to Field. Looking longer downfield, but dealt with well by Berkeley. Now Gill. Just holding the ball up at the moment. Pressure from Olympic. And a free kick there for Berkeley. Really just taking their time here, Canberra FC. There's no need to rush it with the 2-1 lead. Gallant will be the free kick taker here. Plays it long. Keating down to Bassett Silk. Nice touch. Gets past Jones and down the field. Now Chong. She controls it back to Hill. Hill goes long. Really forces Field onto it. She's got plenty of space here. Mallinson caught napping there for a sec. Now to McLaughlin. She turns onto her left. Now back to Field. Had Chong inside. Still got time. Back here to Jamison. Numbers into the box now. Really desperate stuff, and that was a poor pass. Jones cuts it off. Now Senatore pushes to McLaughlin, and it's 2-all. No, she's off. She's off. Unbelievable. I thought they may have pitched a point, but Meg McLaughlin's been called offside. Now that will be talked about. Linesman very confident in his decision. Played down. Getting against Jones. Now Ryan. She beats one. Churchill with her and wins the ball out. So Senatore with it. Goes long. Off Churchill's head. Keating hunting it, but falls to Gill. Looking for Goldstein. Bassett Silk does well. Now Hill pushing forward. Really hunting that point. Chong. Not offside. Really hunted well though. Chong! Oh! That one first off Vasta's hand and then into the post. So we'll have a corner. They're really pressing now, Olympic. Bit of time wasted there trying to get a ball, but be a chance now for Ryan to put it in. Could they steal the point? They thought they had it just moments earlier through Meg McLaughlin. Gill does well. Out to Hill. Plays Ryan, and Mallinson does well in there and forces the throw. No, offside. Frustration for Olympic. A sigh of relief for Canberra FC. So it'll be Galich with the free from that offside. Plays low to Bailey. Steals it in midfield. Has Senatore wide. Play a ball in looking for McLaughlin, but Vaster off her line and deals with it quite easily. Long ball. Forces Jamison to use her foot. Did cop that head clash earlier, so probably a bit reluctant to get the head on that one. So ball back from Mallinson to Galich. Pressure comes. Jones. Cut off by Hill. Now Chong. Plays field. Wonderful ball there looking for Bassa Silk. Can she get it in? Can't play the ball in. Instead goes back to field. Takes a touch. Really well in there by Berkeley. Bit of confusion. Thought there may have been a foul of some sort, but one more sub coming on for Canberra FC. It'll be Wright coming on. It'll be Mallinson coming off. She's been great down that right side of the defence for Canberra FC all afternoon. Still pushing for that goal that'll get them a point here, Canberra Olympic. FC just holding on as Churchill sends that one wide. Brought back in. Take it again, says the ref. Senatore. Ball there for Chong. Field. Back to Bassa Silk. All the way back to Hill. Plenty of numbers back for Canberra FC. Now Jamison. Has Keating inside if she wants her. Instead opts to go to McLaughlin. Gets rid of her player well. Could have taken it herself. Instead opted to go the pass. Could fall to Keating. No. Just kicked out there by Hagan. Holding on grimly at Canberra FC. Defence getting through a mountain of work at the moment as Jamison sent it to Keating. Dealt with well by Berkeley. Pull pass by Jamison. Right with her first touch. Looked to get it out, but off Jones. Jamison to Bailey. Physically with Gill. Keating just turned her well. Gill to Goldstein. That would have been a nice pass if she found the winger there. Churchill just sends that one wide. Another sub here. Be Goldstein coming off and Grover Campos coming on in the left wing. So a bit of pace for pace swap there. Goldstein, of course, got through a mountain of work working up and down that left side. Chong can't keep that one in. Down from Churchill to Grover Campos. Well turned by Berkeley. In the end, Hill tracks it back. Playing captaining in Keating. Now Bassa Silk. Really need to go now if they want to get something out of this game. Falls down to Senatore. Chance for McLaughlin. No. Jones just caught napping there. Jamison got across well. Hill. Now there for Hagan. Plays Gill. Been tireless all game and she'll take him on here. Can play Hagen. Has Gill back if she wants her. Stop to take some time here. Really need to get that ball back to Jemison, and in the end it's well played there by Hagen, and she wins her side a corner. Really a goal here, shuts the curtains on Canberra Olympics comeback. Hagen just taking her time here. No need to rush when you're 2-1 up in the latter stages of the game. Could play Jones if she wants, just to run down that clock. Ain't nobody getting the ball off Jones, I don't think. Jones is just going to take her time here. Play it straight into Keating, and that's frustration for Olympic at the moment. Not a whole lot you can do. Jones is on it. She'll just run down the clock field. Frustration and a corner. They thought they won it. It's just smart play there by Canberra, just running down the clock. Can they put the finishing touches on this performance? So ball in here, looking for Jones. And she nearly finishes it off. Just above the post. Still alive, a Canberra Olympic. Just barely by the skin of their teeth. Hill plays it long. Knows there's not much time left. Ryan can play McLaughlin. Galichin well. Wins it to Gill. That was fantastic. Now looking for Jones. But instead she finds Evans. But it was Hill. They've got to be quick. Isn't on that time. Berkeley plays it back to Churchill. On to McLaughlin. Hagen. Senatore, she's cramping up on that outer side. And we played out there. So Olympic with it. Really need to take some risks if they want to get a draw out of this game. Field. Looks for Senatore, but she really is struggling on that outer side. And that's it. Canberra FC. In the end, though, forced to work for it, but it's Canberra FC 2 goals to Grace Gill. Fantastic work. 1 goal each side of half time, and Meg McLaughlin with Olympics' only goal. She thought she might have had what would have been Olympics' second if not for the linesman calling her back. Maybe a little bit of talk about that one, but Canberra FC have now won 9 on the trot. They really put that pressure on Belconnen United at the top of the table, and Grace Gill and Chantel Jones were fantastic today. Mallinson in defence was in particular really strong early, stopping Meg McLaughlin, but in the end it's Canberra FC 2, Canberra Olympic 1. Thanks for joining us for Bar TV Sports.